Heather from Sunshine and Family Time. I'm using my Canon today, so hopefully you can hear and hopefully you can see everything. I've been playing around with the settings, so hopefully everything's gonna go smoothly today. So join us today. It is our first time back at Universal and at Islands of Adventure in 2022, so we're very excited. It's very crowded today and it's in the evening, so Universal closes tonight at 8 o'clock, Islands closes at 9. So join us today and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more upcoming videos. As soon as we walk right up to the gates of the Universal Studios, they have the Winter Olympics rings up here. That is really neat. And there's a pretty long line to have pictures in front of it. There is a 55-minute wait for Despicable Me Minion Mayhem right now. So we're not going to get in line for that, but over here across the way, Shrek is now closed. They do have some Minion walls put up though. Let's go check out those construction walls. Here we are. The construction walls with the upside down minion and the bananas. An M for Minions. It is. So, apparently there's going to be a Minion Ride going in here. A lot of people here today. So, we're going to check out the wait times. They might be quite long tonight. Today is Saturday, January 15th, I believe. We just got in line for E.T. It is a 25-minute wait, and they're doing the pre-show. We got these cards, and so they typed in our name, and so at the end of the ride, E.T.'s gonna say our name. So happy that the pre-shows are back. It was just a film that you watched with Steven Spielberg talking about the ride, and now we're about to get on. So we're excited. This is gonna be our first ride for the park. We just got off of the E.T. ride, and at the very end they were going to say our names. Before when we ride it, they just say goodbye, friend, before they were doing the cards again. And so they did our cards this time, and E.T. didn't say any of our names when we got off the ride at the very end. So he did say some people's names, but he just didn't say any of ours. But we're still going to ride some more rides. We had fun on E.T. So let's go see what else we can get into tonight. We're over here by Fievel's Playland, and I thought they always closed this place, this little section of toys and little playground area for the kids, and they have a little water ride. I thought they always closed it at 5 o'clock, but it's past 5 o'clock and it's open. So I think Owen's gonna go ride that little water ride. Oh, look at those little cuties. It did look like they were sleigh riding. Just for reference, we found out that Fievel's Playland closes at 7 o'clock. So I guess earlier it was 5, but it closed at 7 o'clock now. So the whole park here at Universal today, it closes at 8 o'clock. So we have another hour, and then we're gonna hop over to Islands of Adventure because they don't close until 9 o'clock tonight. So I guess we're gonna skip Wooded Woodpecker for right now. And the kids and Brandon really want to go over here to Curious George. Curious George goes to town. So over there they have a splash pad area. All kinds of places that you can get soaking wet here. We're gonna try to go down through the middle and not get too awfully wet and go straight to the ball pit. Alright, we didn't stay very long in the ball pit area, but I was gonna give you guys a little pointer if you don't wanna go through the water area so you don't get wet or your feet wet, anything. And so ball pit right here beside me. We just came around to the side. You can walk around this water area and not get wet at all. So check this out. Over here by the Simpsons. 45-minute wait. 45. Okay, so we're gonna head towards Men in Black. Gonna give that a try. Try to beat our own personal best scores, which mine's not that high, very honestly. So it is a fun little ride though. So one thing that was really interesting about Men in Black, recently we went to West Virginia and went through the Moth Man Museum, and we found out that that is where they got the idea for Men in Black to begin with. So check out that video, put a link to it in the corner up here, because it was very interesting to find out that that's where the whole idea of Men in Black came from, was from the Mothman in West Virginia.
Can I hop in?
Alright, so now I gotta put the camera in the locker. Alright, so unfortunately, Men in Black is experiencing some difficulties, so we decided to get out of line and ride it some other time. So right now, we're going to head towards the Harry Potter land and hopefully ride Gringotts and see how crowded it is inside there. So it has about a half hour left until the park closes today, and the crowds are starting to thin out finally because it was quite crowded earlier. But we are going to go see what it looks like inside of the Harry Potter land now. A 60-minute wait for Gringotts today at 7:30, a half hour before closing. Lots of people. All right, heading out of Harry Potter land. So plan A, ride Men in Black, failed. Plan B, ride Gringotts. We did not end up doing that either. So plan C, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to Islands of Adventure. The line was just a bit too long for us. So it's all right, we're gonna go over to Islands of Adventure and see what we can ride over there. Because it is quite crowded today on this Martin Luther King Day weekend. For a 3-day weekend. We hopped in the San Francisco Pastry Company. They have some yummy looking things. Oh my goodness, that cookie looks delicious to me. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Delicious looking danishes. Oh yes, eclairs. Oh, that strawberry mirror cheesecake looks good. Brownies. Oh yes.
I want to get that
Cookies and cream puff. That does look delicious. Caramel cheesecake. Whoa.
I don't see it on the screen. What is it?
Sandwiches. Looks good. And here we are in front of the Mummy, which is of course closed right now for a long refurbishment. I believe late summer is when it's going to come back up. But there's a giant retention wall in front with the Mummy poster right here, as well as some other older posters. The tribute store is no longer. There's no more Big Red Barn. The giant tree is gone as well. I really don't see any signs of Christmas anymore here at Universal. When we were at Hollywood Studios last weekend, they still had plenty of Christmas up. They had a giant Christmas tree up, but no signs of Christmas here. We're gonna be heading on out of Universal and going inside of Islands. Rip Ride's about to go.
Look, Papa, that thing goes up. And it goes completely up.
So many people. We have made it into Islands of Adventure. We just walked through the superhero section. Spider-Man was a 50-minute wait. It looked very long. And then we walked through the little cartoon section back there. And right now, we are in front of Ripsaw Falls. Brandon loves this ride. And so, he's gonna go get on it. I'm not gonna, because it's like in the 60s right now. We're in a sweatshirt. And, but he wants to go get on it. So, I guess he and the kids are gonna ride it. And I'm going to sit this one out. All right, they're gonna go get on Ripsaw Falls. It said it was only a 5-minute wait, which is pretty amazing. But, I mean, it's not really cold right now. I believe it's 60s, like maybe 64 degrees right now. So it's really not that cold, but it's only a 5-minute wait because nobody else, I guess, wants to ride it right now. Because all of the other lines right now are pretty long. Oh, that was them. Oh. Okay, so Brandon and the kids just got off of Ripsaw Falls and they did get pretty wet. Seems like their pants are pretty soaked, but they do have jackets on, so that helped them a little bit, but they did get pretty wet. So now I'm on to the next thing. All right, so we're going into like the Jurassic Park area. So I'd like to check on the Pteranodon flyers. I love that ride. I know it's a kiddie ride. You have to have the kids in order to ride it, but I think it's really fun. And check on Velocicoaster wait times too while we're up here. And I know Brandon really wants to go on Kong. Back over here, this is the little climbing tower that Owen has done before, so I'll put a link to that one in the corner as well. I love that he did that. He was so amazing, went clear to the top. But over back here is the Jurassic River Adventure, and it is closed right now. So you can see back here they have a whole bunch of scaffolding out here through the trees there, and then the retention wall back here. So they're refurbishing it right now as well. Here's a better view of it over here with the trees not in the way. So they're just working on the outside of it over here. All right, time to ride a Kong. Okay, Skull Island, Reign of Kong. We're gonna go on in. I make sure you have your caps on. Well, we were going to try to ride one more ride before it was closed, but Pteranodon Flyers was a 40-minute wait and Velocicoaster was a 75-minute wait. And there, the line is clear back here. We're on the bridge where the Velocicoaster goes around. You can see that the line goes clear out here. So it's a bit too long for us tonight. As the Velocicoaster goes by. Alright everyone, as we're walking out in the parking garage right now, I wanted to tell you that I was able to pick up my picture that was in the tribute store this year. So, very excited. I picked it up in the City Walk Universal store. Look at that! There it is! So there's my picture of myself. parking lots are always loud. But anyways, I'm excited. I got to pick up my picture. I was in the tribute store. So excited. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night and go home for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more upcoming videos at Universal and Disney around the Orlando area. Thanks for watching, and now it's your family time. Bye.